It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. To Korver. Marc Gasol. Huge block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Rudy Gobert returns last year. The Jazz go on their run. Jay, how reliant is Utah on the Frenchman?
I would say pretty heavily, considering he's the reigning NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This team has to win it on the defensive end. That is the mentality of the Utah Jazz.
Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Rubio to Gobert. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Rudy Gobert rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
That pass taken away by Toronto. To Danny Green. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Utah ball. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. Danny Green goes to the left side. Kawhi Leonard missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Korver. Marc Gasol sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Rubio up top. They're down 3. Count the basket inside.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Gasol, good for 2. Great footwork once again.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Utah with the possession. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. To Danny Green. Tough make through traffic.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Down 5. Marc Gasol pins it. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Rubio. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. To Danny Green. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Serge Ibaka with the block. Serge Ibaka swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And count the basket.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Rubio to Allen. And the finish at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Rubio into the front court. Right now, down 7. To Gobert. Has a chance. Shot for Gobert won't fall. Ibaka to Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here's Rubio up top. His team down 9. With a drop step. Rudy Gobert. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Leonard. Lynn. From the outside, no good. Rudy Gobert with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening. It's Jazz ball. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Leonard. Short jumper won't go down. He'll put it up at the buzzer. No good. He couldn't get it to drop. Horn sounds ending this first quarter of play. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Rim rocker for Norman Powell. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Joe Ingles. Driving right to the basket. Runner here won't go down.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Jazz have the ball. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Leonard knocks it down from mid-range.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
That's up, baby. That's me. I got ball.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Grayson Allen at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Short jumper off the mark. Utah's got it. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Gets to the basket and scores.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Rebound taken by Toronto. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. That's rebounded by Toronto. And he finishes at the rim.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Favors. Add 2 points to the board.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Lowry. Over to the right side. Leonard. No good. That's great defense. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Lowry. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Lays it up and in.
For any fans out there that thought Donovan Mitchell didn't put any stock into the fact that he was not the Rookie of the Year, you are wrong. Donovan Mitchell is that type of guy that uses everything in his power to fuel him to be the best on the court each and every day. If that was a campaign he built with Adidas, rookie question mark, it doesn't matter. That perceived failure is something that will only make this kid better tomorrow.
McCaw into the front court. His team on top by 13. Cruises inside for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Here comes the screen. Marc Gasol snatching it out of the air. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Korver. Mitchell to the basket, but he can't get it.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Won't go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raptors dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Jazz did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Blocks.
The Toronto Raptors have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
Marc Gasol is up in the air swatting shots. When he's not doing that, he's down on the floor making steals. Who wouldn't be impressed by a first half like that?
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are, this team still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit. Korver to Favors. Marc Gasol able to recover with the block. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. And a nice finish at the rim.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
Marc Gasol tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Danny Green. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
It's good, and one.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Ricky Rubio trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Missed the foul shot. To Danny Green. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Ricky Rubio At the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's struggled so far. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Cashes in for two.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Marc Gasol, huge block. The drive, right to the basket. Marc Gasol rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Rudy Gobert, now 3 for 9.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Ricky Rubio trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. And he missed the free throw. To Danny Green. Lowry goes to the left side. And count the basket inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Favors to Rubio. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Easy path to the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. Marc Gasol sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marc Gasol. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Joe Ingles. Marc Gasol pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lynn with it. His guys hold the... Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Here's Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
And too much contact. Ricky Rubio, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Powell to Lynn. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote
letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Jeremy Lin at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 80% at the line. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Utah ball. Marc Gasol knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Joe Ingles. Off the assist.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Lin to Ibaka. Gets it in the left corner. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Rubio into the front court. His guys down big. From the painted area, won't go down. And scores.
Number 33, Marc Gasol.
That pass taken away by Toronto. He'll let one fly from half court. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. It's been all Raptors. It's Utah basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
4-3. Missed it. Oh, had him going there for a second. Raptors come away with it.
I'm looking at the bench right now, and the coach is saying, keep pushing it, keep going.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Favors to Korver. Doesn't get the bounce. And the rebound taken in by the Jazz. Count the bucket for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Danny Green. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block. Man, that was impressive. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Favors. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. And scores. Strong take.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end
When there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Serge Ibaka trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. Off the mark at the line. Here's Rubio up top. Down a bundle. Korver. Curling inside. Count it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Ibaka to Gasol. Oh, big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The follow won't go either.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. Marc Gasol swats it. What a save. That's hard work right there. Marc Gasol with a piece.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
New blood coming in for both sides. Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Now we get a call for reaching in. Intentional foul. That means free throws with under a minute to go in the game.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
First free throw is good.
Number 3, Ricky Rubio.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It goes down.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Donovan Mitchell with the rock. To Favors. Kawhi Leonard sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Off Derek Favors. Lowry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Looking good, 4 for 5.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Rubio here against Ginobili. Short jumper stays out.
And I'm telling you from personal experience, those are the ones that keep you up late at night. A point-blank miss right there. You got to make those.
and counted at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Knocked loose. That'll get out off the Raptors. He gets it. To the rim, lays it up and in. Long heave from three-quarters court. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors could not have been more dominant in this game. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. The Jazz
Lost this game long before the final buzzer.
My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Utah Jazz,
Game track. Assists.
the Toronto Raptors were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
Marc Gasol could not have been better defensively. The way he blocked shots and stole the ball today is what makes for an all-NBA defensive first-team player.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Utah Jazz. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.